Hi Capricorn, and Happy New Year. This is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your general reading for the second half of January 2020. Yeah, folks, we're in 2020 now. And this reading is a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the 15th through the 31st of January, okay? Remember, general Capricorn, so it won't resonate with all of you. Take from it what you can and leave the rest. Before I get going, I just want to apologize that I didn't get the first half of January out. I was on holiday, but I'm here now, okay? So I have two decks here. The top row, that's because there's going to be two rows. The top row is what's going on outside of you and around you, and the bottom row is what's going on inside of you. What are you thinking and what are you feeling, okay? Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. What's going on for Capricorn? Spirit, what's going on for Capricorn? What's happening for them at this time? The moon has come out. Go ahead, the moon card. High Priestess. Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. So this is your general energy, folks, the Ace of Wands. I'm going to do the bottom row now. Spirit, what is Capricorn thinking and feeling at this time? Ten of Pentacles. Strength. Eight of Wands. Wow, this feels like a very upbeat reading. And then we have the Knight of Cups. This is your general energy in terms of what you're thinking and feeling. So I'm going to start with the top row, Capricorn. What's going on? Well, I see around you a lot of new starts with the Ace of Wands. Feeling like a couple things. Few of you are starting new health endeavors, but also new spiritual endeavors. Definitely working on yourself is coming to the forefront at this time. That's for one group of you, because I feel like you've had health problems or issues recently. Could be that you're just devoting or committing to giving yourself more time to rest. You're maybe committing to better self-care actions. Whatever it is with the Four of Swords out, it does speak to health problems possibly, or the need for rest and relaxation at this time, okay? But I do feel like for some of you, it's about new starts and taking better care of yourself now, okay? For others of you, this is work-oriented. I feel like you've started either a new job or a new project, and you've been working tirelessly at it. I feel with the Four of Swords, you're needing to take a break now. Excuse me. Needing to take a break because you've been putting a lot of work and effort into it with the Knight of Pentacles. If that's not it, it's that a job offer has come in. I do feel like some of you have received good news. And if it isn't a job offer, it's good news of other kinds. Okay? Could be job advancement, perhaps. Climbing the ladder. With the Nine of Pentacles here, it could be news of a promotion. News of a bonus, or you're getting... For some of you, you're moving into a new department, or you're getting something you want. Maybe you wanted and applied for a project and you were chosen out of the many. Whatever it is, it's good news with the Nine of Pentacles there, but you've had to put a lot of work and effort into it. which does indicate why self-care measures and rest is needed now for many of you. Okay, maybe you're just, I feel like there is a group of Capricorns that have been doing so much work lately from the holidays that now it's time to hunker down for a minute and just focus on yourself. And I do feel like there is a group of Capricorns out there that are putting out their closed sign, and you're going within and you're just going to focus on yourself for a minute. It is temporary, but it's a necessary thing. So definitely feeling like some of you are cutting back on your things you're doing so you can recuperate, rejuvenate your own self, your own soul, your own spirit, your own energy. For others of you, it's new exercise regimes, new eating patterns, definitely trying to, New Year's resolutions just popped up into my head. So I really feel definitely that there are those of you who are starting fresh and taking care of yourself, taking better care of your health. And I think you're trying to do all these other things, the exercise, the better eating, this spiritual, getting in touch more spiritually. So as a preventative measure to keep your health in check. I think Capricorns are more emotional than not, okay, at this time. There's a group of you. And I think that I just heard overwrought. So some of you, I really feel like because you've been working so much, you're not as in control of your emotions because you're exhausted. That, or there's a health issue that you're emotional over for some of you. For some of you, with the moon card, it's suggesting that you're passionate about these new beginnings. You're very emotionally connected to these goals and to taking better care of yourself. It affects you emotionally, what you do with your body and your spirituality at this time, which is highlighted here with the High Priestess. This is a spiritual journey. This card is of healing. So again, health is coming back to the forefront. Needing to take better care of yourself or dealing with health issues that seem unclear. For some of you, this is more generalized. There's a situation in your life now, Capricorn, where you're not, the picture, the situation in and of itself is not clear to you. And I feel there are decisions to be made. Two pillars here. So you've got decisions to be made, and they're emotional in nature. And I feel like at this time, because you're not sure how things are going to play out, it's just something that's in review. The advice on this card is to trust your gut. That initial hunch is typically the right way to go, is the message I just got. Also, connect to your higher power if you need further guidance. Always there. And this is a card, and this is a card. The High Priestess and the Moon are both cards of connecting with your higher power to get guidance, to find answers. And I think that you're looking for answers in a situation that isn't fully clear to you at this time. But it is in the process of playing out. And this could include this new beginning. It seems unclear to you where it's going for some of you. But I do see you taking action. You're going to take that risk. Because at the end of the day, I do feel like it's a positive new beginning. So for some of you, taking action at this time. Lots of action with new beginnings. The High Priestess again emphasizes the need to connect to your higher power. For those of you who are spiritually oriented, definitely upping your spiritual game at this time. For some of you, it's adding in new classes or studies. You're studying metaphysical things or spiritual things. You're increasing your knowledge. Some of you, it's meditating longer or doing different types of meditation. Yoga just popped up, Reiki. So you're doing you're adding in new beginnings in spirituality to your daily regime. So you're changing how your day looks on the day-to-day now that we've entered 2020. And I think the overall goal is so that you can feel healthy in all respects, mental, physical, and emotional. Okay? Yep, confirmation all the way down, chills. For real. So, the High Priestess says also that if you need answers at this time, because there are a select group of Capricorns that are looking for answers with the Knight of Pentacles here, that the answers are going to come from your higher power, your connection there. And I'm also being told to trust, again, your intuition. So they're going to come from within. So any situations you're in where you're getting strong gut reactions, trust them at this time, Capricorn. They're not misleading you. Okay? With the Knight of Pentacles, it's all about action. You're slowly progressing towards a goal, or you're slowly moving into a new beginning. Okay? It's going to be different for different ones. If you remember, this is a general reading, Capricorn. If you want a personalized reading, I offer those, and that contact information is below. But for some of you, you're working on goals. And for others of you, you've met goals and now you've started a new journey, and you're setting new goals and a new beginning. Okay. For some of you, this is a work offer, like I said earlier. I'm feeling that some of you are getting into your first position of leadership at this time. You're going to have a group of people under you to which you manage, and you're going to do very good at this job. It's something you've wanted for some time, and you're very happy and sweet about it with the Eight of Wands underneath the Knight of Pentacles. I'll talk more about that in a few minutes. So I do feel like you're very passionate and enthusiastic about this position in this job offer. For some of you, this is communications. Some of you are writing a book. Some of you are reaching out and signing contracts comes up. You're reaching out to others at this time. So I'm getting the feeling that some of you are the ones doing the job offering. You're not getting the job, but you're offering the job. So HR, you're doing the human resources yourself. And with this specific group, it almost feels like it's your own business. You're expanding your business, which would introduce us back to the Ace of Wands. And it's a tireless journey, and it's been something you're very passionate about, and you're putting a lot of energy in. The note here for this group of Capricorns is to please take and give yourself a rest. You are due, or actually overdue for a rest. Okay. A lot of luck with the Beatles on this card. I'm feeling lots of luck for you with regards to this journey. So where are you emotionally? You're thinking about partnerships, which I just mentioned, okay? For you're expanding your business, or you're the one getting hired in. So I mean, you're either becoming the partner or you're looking for a partner in business. But it's partnerships, and even for some of you, you're meeting somebody new. Love is being introduced now. With Gemini here, this could be a person who has Gemini in their chart. Maybe there's some, but it doesn't have to be. But also, with the Lovers card here, this doesn't have to be a new lover. Although I see an offer here, and if this is a lover, feels like it's going to be a very heady and passionate relationship. But I think because of some fears you may have, or you're not sure how it's going to pan out, you're going to move slowly with it. Okay? But back to partnerships, I really feel like you're thinking about partnerships of all kind and taking action, which is in line with the Knight of Pentacles here. This is emotionally fulfilling for you, this new beginning, and if you are entering into a love partnership, it will be. Now this is the Moon card, which is over here, folks. So you have two Moon cards, which tells me there's situations around you that are baffling to you. They're you're unsure about them because they're not fully clear to you, but you're also having to deal with your own fears revolving around a partnership, I think, for some of you. And this is a new partnership. Maybe this new partnership is triggering old relationship and love wounds within you, which you now need to, because you're becoming aware of them, you're now needing to heal them. Because the Moon is all about healing as well, okay, Capricorn? But again, you are all about new partnerships in business and in love. You're either looking to be a partner or looking for a partner in business. If it's love, you have somebody new, it's looking like. That, or for some of you, you're thinking about, in terms of love partnerships, I do feel like you're thinking about taking that next step. Moving your current partnership to a deeper level of commitment. And the Moon would emphasize, and does emphasize to me, Capricorn, that you're nervous and anxious about it, but also equally as excited here with the Eight of Wands. So with the Queen of Cups here, I do feel like couple things. You're thinking about new beginnings, okay? And I do feel like there are Capricorns out there that are going to be first-time mothers and fathers, and this is scary to you. That's why it's under the Moon card. Okay? You're nervous about it, but excited. It's like a excited, scary adventure that you're on. Okay, so there's one message. I do feel like there are some Capricorns out there that are dealing with a harder than average pregnancy. Do know things will be okay. Keep doing what your doctor tells you to do. And if you haven't seen a doctor, do go see one if you're having issues in your pregnancy. The other thing I'm getting here is dealings with the water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So for some of you Capricorns, there's some man or woman who's a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that you're dealing with. And it doesn't have to be their sun sign. I always say that, but it's very important to say because you may not know their signs, but if you do and you're recognizing that their sun sign isn't a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, it doesn't mean that this isn't them, because we're made up of more than one sign, Capricorn. Okay, so this could be elsewhere in their chart. It doesn't have to be the sun. But for some of you, you are dealing with a Capricorn or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio man or woman at this time. And this could be I'm feeling it's in a friendship and or a love relationship. And this relationship feels unclear, uncertain, or you've got fears over it. There's a lot of things to work out here and balance out within this particular relationship. You're trying to birth something new, though, with them. whatever that happens to be for you, I think you're trying to open up a new chapter within the relationship. So new beginnings are definitely on your mind. And you're pushing, and you're emotional about them. Even though they're unclear, they affect you emotionally. But you're nurturing them, because this is a card about nurturing. But you could also be filled with fear at the same time, because you're just not sure how they're going to turn out with the Moon card. Given the strength here with the Leo, Leo, here's Leo. This is the Strength card, and I do feel like right now you are going within. You're strong enough to work on yourself, deal with your health matters or whatever issues are at this time. The message I'm getting here is there are a group of Capricorns that are finding their strength within their spirituality. So you're leaning on your own higher power or your spirituality to help you make it through whatever it is you happen to be working on right now. I do feel like you're strengthening your ties with your higher self right now. See how she's hugging that lion? I feel like you're really trying to work on yourself and love yourself and better yourself at this time, which feels redundant because I have said that already. I do feel like with the Strength card coming out here, some of the things you're going through, even though they're happy things, like new beginnings in work, new beginnings in terms of pregnancy or a new love, it feels almost like they're also equally as stressful. And you've had to put a lot of work towards them. And so you're being given the emotional strength as well as the physical strength to keep moving forward. So the message here is to continue to lean on your higher power and do the things you know, including rest and self-care measures that will help continue to rejuvenate you and give you the energy you need to move forward. With the Eight of Wands, like I said earlier, you're very sweet on something. See, this is a cake batter being made here. So I really feel like you're at the new beginnings. You're trying to make something sweet. You're also sweet on something that's happening to you. So those are two different messages. They could either both apply or one or the other. But there's something going on that you're either doing or an offer that's being given that you're very excited about. Now this is an 8 and it connects fully to success. So this could definitely be within the realm of partnerships, business, new beginnings there. Finances are coming up now. I'm feeling like finances are beginning to improve for a lot of you. Let me rephrase that. There is a group of you where finances are beginning to improve now. For others of you, the journey is more familial. It's about new relationships or deepening relationships you have, or adding to your family, perhaps. Okay, you're very excited about it all, and this is all about new beginnings and being excited and happy and putting in a lot of effort towards them. I love that. That's beautiful. This is a John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart. Dreams coming true just fell out. Perfectly fits. Like I said, this felt like a happy reading from the very moment I started dropping cards. I do feel like you're working on your dreams. These are all new beginnings. And you feel like you've got your world in your hands, that you're, and it's almost magical feeling. Okay, so things are starting to manifest for you in a way that you're seeing it and feeling it as magical. You're excited about your future. And the second card that fell out with it is you're moving on to better days. This person is walking towards a bunch of flowers. He might be doing it alone at the moment. But you're working on yourself and moving towards better days. That's the message here. This doesn't feel like a negative card. I don't feel like you're moving away or out of anything. I feel like you're moving into something better for yourself. A journey of a new kind. The last card that fell out is dedicated effort. So you're working very hard right now. You got 2 8s. Actually, you have 3 with this card here. So lots of 8s, lots of success for you now. Lots of forward movement, Capricorn. What a beautiful reading. This dedicated effort is towards everything. Everything I've talked about. This is an overarching theme for you, where whatever is important to you now, you're putting all your effort into it. And that's why you're being advised by my guides that you're gonna put yourself in a bad place. You really do need to find more balance, and just remember the self-care measures and to take rest as you need it. And if you're not aware of when you need it, then you really do need to be more regimental or routine with how much rest you're giving yourself. Okay? So those are your messages. I hope they resonate. Comment below. Let me know. How does this play out in your life? What's a new beginning? What is the moon all about? What are you fearful of? What's not clear? What actions are you taking right now? Is this in love? Is this your health, spiritual journey, work, money? Are you expecting a new child, or are you just working on something new? Let me know. What's the new thing you're starting now? What are those New Year's resolutions? Do they include self-care? Drop me a comment. And if you like this reading, the cards, the layout, any of that, do feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. Love having you here. I love doing these readings for you. And until next time, Capricorn, do take care of yourself. Love and light always. Namaste.